Hello, everyone. It's your kind of president, Grover Cleveland here. You're watching Ink the Book Show. Entertainment for stiffs. Check it out. You can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Twitter. And if you like his work on the Bonehead comic, you can also watch his Bonehead cartoon. The link to all these things and more can be found in the description. Furthermore, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to all things Wrangleshank and all things Ink the Book. Thank you.
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book. I hope you like magic, because I'm going to spoil all the secrets. I'm breaking all of the magician's code today. You ever heard of the saw 'em in half trick? The guy gets into one box, and then there's a pair of pigs in the other box, it turns out. And when he saws the legs off, it's actually two pigs in a separate box from the guy. I don't know any tricks. I don't know how any magic tricks are done. I don't think there's any such thing as magic. I think it's all brain surgery. Somebody goes into your head and drills around until you believe things that didn't happen. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's draw. So I think what I'm going to do today, since I'm not inking the book, I'm going to draw Bonehead and Mort. That's my bright idea today. I'm going to draw in my sketchbook Bonehead and Mort and color them with my Prismacolor markers, because I need to do a short show so I can work on the last pages of the book so I can ink them, because I got to ink them soon. Okay, so let's see. We're going to draw a Bonehead. I don't think I've ever drawn just... Well, that's not true. I've drawn and inked Boneheads before. But anyway. So let's see. What's Bonehead going to be doing? He's going to be baking a cake. He's going to be baking a file into a cake. Okay, that's probably not what I'm going to do. So, usually for his little face line to kind of like help me sketch him out right, get his kind of shape right, I do this little pointed segment of his face. Kind of helps me figure out where to place his nose and his eyes a little bit. I don't know how come that. I'm not smart enough to know the why I do things. I just know I started doing that, and he started to work more reliably when I would throw down a drawing. It took me a while to, like, I knew what Bonehead looked like, but it took me a while, because I started drawing Bonehead 10 years ago. And it took me a while to figure out how to make him work, how to draw him right. Isn't that weird? So I like to do these, like, I kind of think of them as zigzag poses. And you'll definitely see it with Mort. Mort's whole design was based on this zigzag pose. That's just when he's hunched over. And he's got his arms and his legs bent. A lot of people tuned into a lot of people have watched the stream on Twitch since yesterday. I've gotten some views on YouTube too. Thank you everyone for checking it out. I hope you'll like the show. Usually I'm inking my comic, but I gotta redraw what are going to be the last pages of my 150 page book called Bonehead. This here's the titular character, Bonehead. Let's see. Hands, huh? Gotta learn to draw hands, do I? That'll do. And then, speaking of zigzags, he's got this zigzag tie that was directly done with Dilbert in mind. Not that I like the comic Dilbert. I've never read the comic Dilbert and thought it was an entertaining comic. But I did like the animated show, I recall. There was an animated show of Dilbert that I thought was kind of entertaining, though I don't remember it too well. So let's see. So when I first drew Bonehead, he didn't have the crooked tie, but I thought it would help him look a little. It would kind of sell him as. It would kind of help him read as kind of a natural born loser, right? With his wrinkled tie. Which is probably the idea with Dilbert or something. I don't know, though. I don't know nothing about no Dilbert. But that's why I started making his tie crooked. His legs are straight black, which is something I got from. I'm a big fan of Rocko's Modern Life, and 90s cartoons and stuff like that. Joe Murray, who created Rocko's Modern Life, he also did a cartoon called Camp Lazlo, and all the main characters, they're all camp scouts or something. And so they all wear the same uniform, and they all have black legs that look just like this, pretty much. And I was reading. No, I don't know if I was reading it at the time. I have a book by Joe Murray called Creating Cartoons with Character, but I don't think I had it at that point. Maybe. I don't know. But all the characters have these straight black legs, and I thought it was really I thought it would help sell him as this it would be like a real graphic character. When I was trying to cook Bonehead up, I settled on like this diamond head. I was trying to make an icon, like some kind of skeleton that I'd never seen before. So I gave him these like diamond buck teeth, these like pointed buck teeth. And originally he was kind of thumb shaped. He was shaped kind of like, or he was kind of more nubby than that. He was kind of like this. I'd say the eyebrows were inspired by Patrick Star from memory, but it turns out they don't look too much like Patrick Starr's eyebrows. They're kind of my own eyebrows, and I do those eyebrows a lot, probably, I would think. So Bonehead kind of looked more like this in the first drawings. And then I gave him the point because I was thinking a lot about something I'd read about Matt Groening, talking about how it was probably something I read by Matt Groening, I think, when I was in elementary school or middle school, where he said like all the best cartoon characters have silhouettes that you can recognize immediately, or all the best characters have silhouettes you can recognize immediately. So like if you just saw the shadow of Batman, you would immediately be able to tell, hey, that's Batman. That's Batman. And then so like all the characters on The Simpsons, or like Mickey Mouse, you'd be able to identify him right away. And then you look at Homer Simpson, Bart Simpson, Marge Simpson, Lisa Simpson, and they have this immediately recognizable silhouette. So I kind of always have that in my head when I'm designing like a character that I want to use. And so I gave him this peak in his head to kind of give him a unique silhouette, to kind of, and it, in my mind, it was kind of like a projection of his teeth. I don't know, but he kind of turned more like I don't know what you would call this. It reminds me of like a police badge or something. That's kind of his shape. He's got a bit of a jaw now, and he's got these cheeks and his eyes. And I do a lot of buck teeth, I think, or gaps between teeth that stick out, because when I, so I'm gonna erase these. I'm gonna erase them. Get a good eraser though. So I'm gonna draw more next to him. What was I saying? Something? Oh, teeth. I find myself doing like gap teeth or big buck teeth a lot, because when I was in kindergarten, I went to the dentist and they took out my front four teeth, and I looked like a goon. I looked like a. So the first teeth I had in the front were like the little fang teeth. So I was like, the freakiest looking kid of them all. That was me. Okay. Get out of here. I keep erasing them and they keep climbing back onto the page. But when my teeth grew back, I had these adult teeth in front of all my baby teeth, and they were really big on me for a long time. And I think that's why I tend to draw buck teeth and stuff, like SpongeBob teeth and stuff like that. It like I don't even think about it. I don't even realize I'm drawing characters with teeth sticking out. It's just a default mode kind of thing. Okay, so here's Mort. Now Mort's a little taller than Bonehead usually. And I usually start with his horns. He's a little devil guy. He's not satanic or anything. It's just I guess I just kind of gravitate toward like semi creepy characters. Even if they're cute, they've got like a Halloween kind of aspect to them. Especially in Bonehead, I wanted all the characters to be fun to draw. So I just tried to draw things that I liked, and I made them all kind of creepy things. So yeah, that's a bit better. He's a little stockier than Bonehead. Bonehead's kind of scrawny. So I was saying before that Mort is all zigzags. So it starts with his horns. Horns out, or horns back, face out, body back. Let's see. I guess he's standing in front of Bonehead a little bit. He's got thinner, what would you call him? What do you call him? Thinner biceps and thicker forearms. Kind of like Popeye. A little like Popeye. Not as exaggerated as Popeye. He's got a zigzaggy tail too. I don't think I usually draw it down like that though. You know what? I think and this is also so part of the reason I wanted him to be very like I liked the black pants, the black tie, the black eyes, the black eyebrows on Bonehead because it would help him like be very graphic and simple and like I wanted him to be like he would look wouldn't look out of place as a sticker. I just wanted him to look very iconic and like you see him, you like the character design. Like it's what I was going for anyway. I just wanted people to like if somebody saw this character, they'd immediately be like, "What is that? What is that?" So that's what I was going for. And then because I always wear Converse, except now I got myself a pair of Vans. Psh, psh. A big fan of Converse, and Tim Jacobus always used to draw Converse shoes, Converse high tops on all his the characters on the Goosebumps book covers, and I always thought that was really cool. So I always make my characters wearing Converse too. That's something I got from Tim Jacobus, and so Mort is no exception. Where's these Converse high tops? Just a cool shoe, I guess. Man, I kind of liked that hand, so I'm sad that I'm erasing it. If I planned this better, they'd be more side by side, less front to back. Now that arm's like a bit extremely long. I'm gonna shrink that up, and I'm sad because I like that hand too. What, love? You here? You made it. How you doing? Hey, everybody. It's a girl. Okay, that's less offensive arm length. Man. For a self-proclaimed artist, I sure erase my characters a lot. The characters I made up a lot. Okay, okay, now I'm doing good, what, love? Just trying to do a quick stream while so I can work on my book behind the scenes a little bit. And now I'm gonna ink these with my Copic multiliners. Hopefully. Do they have ink? So here's Mort. Gee, Bonehead, don't sneak up on me like that. I nearly karate chopped your face off of your body. And I could too. Oops. There we go. So here he's got these. His legs are thinner than his arms. Black Converse. See, Tim Jacobus, the Goosebumps cover guy, he'd always do red Converse on the Goosebump book covers. I always do black Converse. Let's see, y'all. So there's some Mort. Maybe I'll do a little drop shadow there under his arm, under that arm. And then we've got Bonehead. So I'm not sure what I started with when I drew him this time. I think I started with the outline of his head. But I think I usually start a Bonehead drawing with his teeth. I don't think I did that today, though. There's that. Hand. It's kind of a big hand for Bonehead. To have. That's a Bugs Bunny reference. I don't remember the name of the cartoon, but there's a Little Red Riding Hood cartoon with Bugs Bunny. That was always really popular in my house growing up. Where it's the Bobby socks are Red Riding Hood, and she's got this big loud mouth, and she's like, "The 5 o'clock whistle's on the blink. The whistle won't blow, and what'd you think? My papa's still in the factory, 'cause he doesn't know what time it happens to be." Copyright strike. Whoosh. Channel gone. That's unfortunate. That was easy. Copic multi-liner. This is a size 0.5. It comes in this pack of like, I don't know, however many that is. 9? There's probably one in this mess of a drawer. Yeah, it's got to be a 10 pack. It's a 10 pack. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is 9. How very queer. Bonehead with his abnormal eyes. And Mort with his abnormal eyes. Yeah, the two main antagonists in Bonehead just happened to, it wasn't by design, but they both happened to have pupils, whereas all the main protagonists do not have pupils. It's just strangely just a odd coincidence. Maybe I don't trust people with pupils. I don't know. I haven't talked to my therapist about that one. I don't see a therapist, so I suppose I haven't talked to my therapist about, very much of anything. Maybe I should see him about my... He could interpret my drawings. Or she. Women can be therapists, Ryan. Oh, dude, look how trash this particular sketchbook is. Actually, I think it's more to do with the fact that I just threw that art down. Those lines down. That it scratched right off the page. This is not my favorite sketchbook. This one was a gift. It's not the sketchbook I usually use. It's usually not a problem. It usually doesn't give me much trouble, but this does happen a lot with this from time to time. This is actually my second sketchbook of this style. I got 2 of them around Christmas time. Let's see now. See, it's tearing up the page. Let's just pretend all the pencil is gone. I think it's pretty good. So now for Bonehead's face, I usually use my cream Prismacolor marker. You know what I didn't do yesterday that I better do now? I got to get into the habit of doing this because I found out it works better than doing it the other way around, which is always what I'm tempted to do. I discovered that throwing your shadows down first and then the color on top of it seems to work better than the opposite, which is, you put all the flat color down first and then throw your shadows on with the gray or like I usually use a cloud blue. Let's just try that. Cloud blue. Oh, yoo-hoo, cloud blue. Cloud blue. I like you, cloud blue. Let's see, maybe a little bit under his teeth. We'll throw a little bit of shadow. We'll do back of his arm. How about the back of his hand? Maybe down, y'all. What else is away from the light? I'll put the inside of his hand. I'll throw a sliver under his eyebrows, like they're sitting on top of his face. Maybe a little under his bags under his eyes. His back. I'll even throw a little bit of a shadow under his arm. Onto his shirt. Oh, you know what? Cloud blue doesn't work for Bonehead. Don't I usually use this color for his shirt? No, I don't. Okay, let's give Mort some shadow. Put little shadows behind his teeth, back of his head. Okay. Maybe I'll do a little sliver under his tooth. Okay. Bottom of the hand. Let me turn this away a little bit. Bottom of this finger. Bottom of this finger. Back. tail. Wallaby. Okay. There's that hand. Okay, I think that's going to be it for Dear Mort. Okay. Let's get some color onto this sucker. Remember this guy? Cream. That's my bonehead color. Now that it scratched up my sketchbook, I can just see these weird lines. Okay, it's a bit better. Yeah, I don't want to I don't want to I want to kind of try and rush past the shadowy parts so it's not making it bleed necessarily, that it kind of holds my shape without running too much. I don't think it travel, you can sometimes wash out a color you set down if you're really trying to. By going over it and over it, like the inside of his eye, if I kept going over it with just this color, I could probably make it not so different from out here. Like how that's darker than out here, I could make it match this if I just keep going over it, probably. Because it kind of washes it out. This cream color is actually almost looking too dark for Bonehead. I don't know if it's this sketchbook or if my tastes are changing or something. There might be another color that I've started using on him since, but I don't remember what, if it is. But that's fine. I usually use, for his teeth, I don't leave them white, but I usually do them with a very light gray. This is warm gray 20%. Also, seeming a little dark to me, but then He's got a blue collared shirt. Let's see. Light cerulean blue? Yes, that's the color I use for him. Not cloud blue. I was worried that I was doing all of his shadows with the color I use for his shirt. My tummy's rumbling. Okay, let's color Mort. And we're going to color him with... What are we going to color him with? Come on. Come on. It's almost too orangey. Cherry? Too dark. And also orangey. Now, I have this crimson red, but that's like too... that actually is probably perfect. We gotta decide, what's this guy? Henna? Henna. No, too dark, too toasty. That's Mort when he gets a sunburn. Okay, well, we're gonna go with crimson. Here comes the crimson chin. I probably ruin a lot of my drawings when I add color to them. Well, maybe not necessarily, but I feel like whenever I'm looking through old sketchbooks, I just feel like I ruined a lot of drawings at the color stage. Yeah, I didn't want to use this red for Mort. It's perfect. I have seen drawings that I did where I used this to color him, and something about my coloring, it just like didn't seem to work. But a bad drawing would probably do that too. Make the markers look bad. I don't know. If I'm anything, it's mediocre. I'm just kidding. I'm fine. I'm fine. I love me. Here's his Whittle Wigs.
Oh, you broke my Whittle Wigs!
I don't think he says. Doesn't he say head? He probably says a lot of things. Tweety Bird has been in a lot of cartoons and delivered many very similar lines over the course of many, many cartoons. Like I was watching Looney Tunes on HBO Max a while back, and it was like it was like 2 or 3 cartoons in a row where a character sings "I'm just an angel in disguise." I was like, that was the jam in the animation department that month, huh? Okay, all red. And then let's start with a paler yellow, like a cream. But I'm also going to go into, I don't know, tulip maybe? This tulip? Yeah, I kind of like that. So I'll do Mort's eyes. Creamy. I usually have them a little lighter in the middle. What else? Maybe I can go a little deeper on that yellow ochre. Is that going to bust me up? Okay. Now I'll get some driftwood out. Driftwood. I like this color. And I think, no, that might be too dark. Yeah, that's not what I'm going for. Though, yeah, it's a little dark for that too. What do I want to do? Do I have like a 10% gray somewhere? French gray, 10%. I like French gray. Well, I usually use cream on his kicks. I think I'm going to combine this 10% French gray and cream. On his teeth and his shoes. And that's some Bonehead and Mort. So there's those guys. What else? Maybe I'll sign it. Boom. And I want to do something to kind of like unify it as a drawing, I think. So I'll do no. Okay, got this diamond. I was gonna do it black, but that might interfere with his tie here. I'm gonna just do some color. How about a like? What do I like? I like chartreuse. Looks real bright and vivid. Maybe not on the screen. I don't know, but not on my screen right now. But I feel like it ends up being a little duller. No, I kind of like that. Yeah, let's go with that. I don't want to seal this pencil in, so I'm kind of trying to stay a little shy of the pencil. Because if I just go over it, it'll kind of lock the pencil in place. I have a hard time erasing it once I've kind of sealed it onto the page with the markers. See, this is also kind of something I was afraid of with this one. It feels a little like it's running out on me. I was wondering if it could handle a shape this big. What about the other color? I was thinking of avocado. It's kind of a similar color. Not that similar. And if this avocado one burns out on me, I've got other ones. Oh, I got invited to a Halloween party today. My cousin's Halloween party. And, which reminds me, I've been thinking I should get a jump on my Halloween costume for this year. I want to beat my sister-in-law at making the best costume. My problem is I always make my costumes out of cardboard. I have a Viking helmet in the background of when I'm on camera. Last year I went as a Viking. I made all my Viking stuff out of cardboard. This year I want to get a jump on it, so maybe I'll start making my Halloween costume little by little. Oh shit! I'll share it as I'm making it this year on this channel. That I don't know what I'm gonna be yet though. Another time I made a robot costume. But my sister-in-law, she does big group family themed costumes, and they're always like straight out of Hollywood. The way, like last year, they showed up as the Gremlins, and they were bonkers. They were insane. Like the kids were all Gremlins, and they were Gremlins, but they were like so elaborate, so impressive. I'm like looking at I hurled my Viking helmet to the ground because it was trash. No. But yeah, I think I gotta start thinking about my Halloween costume. What can I be? There they are. All right, it's been about an hour. I'm going to wrap it and then probably eat something. Start working on Bonehead, which seems like I could have done it on here, right? But I don't know. It's tougher to work on camera, I feel like. But when those last pages are ready to ink, sister, you better believe I'm inking them on Ink the Book Show. Not a page I haven't inked on Ink the Book Show. All right, this has been Ink the Book Show with me, Ryan O'Connor. Do me a favor. Click a like a click. There's thumbs up buttons. There's subscription thingies. There's a bell I hear. There's there's a dislike button. Hit that. There's links in the description. Check some of those. There's other videos. Click on those. Click on my face. Goodbye, everybody. I love you. Snail in the rain, you got a house on your back, but you're still in the rain. Perhaps it's logic you lack. Snail in the rain, what's going on in your brain? I don't know why. You're just a snail in the rain. There was supposed to be video with that. Shoot.